Now, the Delta State government has started the process of massive construction of roads and drainage systems in its major cities following the removal of shanties and other illegal structures scattered across the state. It's part of the state's urban renewal project, which, if ignored, the government believes will be a setback for attracting foreign investment. Now, apart from the efforts to urbanize the state capital, the Delta State government says it's also earmarked 18 billion naira for the construction of 6 storm drainage systems to solve flooding problems in Warri and other areas.
Warri from the sky looks beautiful, but the closer look reveals the shanties and illegal structures along the major roads. The state government wants to change that, so a task force was set up to pull down these makeshift buildings. This activity is to make way for the government's urban renewal plan. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa believes Delta State deserves an urban look.
These 2 projects will be costing us about 9.5 billion naira, and that actually is going to drain essentially the major parts of Warri and the major parts of Uwe. By the time they start the drainage problem, will be on site, and you could eventually see exactly the kind of drain we're talking about.
The residents are happy about the development.
This road is very strategic to do, and constructing it will do people are very happy. So we want to commend him. He has actually deservingly earned the roadmaster epithet that we call him.
Okowa is a man, a great man for this community. He strives for us, and our road, Okowa did try. Okowa is a roadmaster.
Governor Okowa goes on to monitor the progress at various construction sites. In the company of the Commissioner for Works, he inspects the construction of concrete-paved Dimini Road at Okumagba Layout, ongoing construction at Ifeobo Street with side drains, as well as the construction of classroom blocks at Okero Robo Secondary School, Warri.
Now we're joined in the program by the Director General of the Delta Capital Territory Development Agency, Onyemechi Makwo. Welcome to News Across Nigeria.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Very good afternoon to you. Now, can you tell us some more about the project and what it seeks to achieve?
Well, for the project is on the enhancement of the general environment and the ease of doing business, economic enhancement of Delta State.
What other cities are being targeted apart from Warri and Asaba?
The early axis, we have the early axis. Delta State has a component of many cities in one. You have the Agbo, you have Ueli, you have Kwale, you have Asaba, and all these other cities are being taken care of too.
How are the people of the city and of the state whose lives will be affected by the project, how are they taking it? Is everybody on board as far as this is concerned?
Yes, generally, that is what the government is trying to do, to make sure that in doing that, everybody comes on board, to make as much as possible to make it a painless venture, and to make sure that at the end of it all, everybody is involved, and the benefits, most importantly, comes to everyone, every Delta.
And as far as all the deltas are concerned, those are there people who have been displaced as those projects are going on, and they're asking for compensation from the state government?
Usually the state government plans its ventures and activities before it takes off. And in places where compensations will have to come up, the state government will not even need Deltans to ask for it. They had already gone ahead to make preparations for it. Take as, you might say, as little as those who even trade on the road. The state government, they've gone ahead to make provisions. It's okay, if we're taking you off the road, then we're taking you to a better place. So that's something we usually planned ahead. We don't have Deltans coming to say, oh, no, you are displacing me. This is what you're supposed to do. The state government goes ahead to do to do the needful. Yes.
And of course, it's very capital. Of course, it's very capital intensive. We have here 18 billion naira for the construction of 6 storm drainages, but that's not going to be the total cost. How much is this putting back the state government? How much is it setting them back by?
Usually for every project that is people-oriented, you don't really talk about it. Maybe the word setback wouldn't be appropriate because it's what you're doing for the benefit of the people of the state, the citizenry. So for whatever you're taking from A to make life better for the citizens, and you're cutting off a little bit from B, it's not taken back. It's something that is necessary. With flood and its hazards has been a very huge challenge to the state, and the state government is tackling it all around.
What can you tell us about those particular situations in Warri and Asaba, where there's been flood challenges and there's been problems of flooding? What can you tell us of those specific areas and what the benefits will be for the people living there?
Before the end of the last rainy season, which was about a few months ago, the Deltans were already very happy about the benefits. Before then, 2015, 16, 17, it was really terrible. It was terrible. The state government was very, very concerned because you had Deltans, despite all the state government was trying to put in, you had Deltans almost losing their homes and their investment. But with what the state government has been able to do now, the storm drainage control, by just the last few months that we washed out for somehow where everybody was still apprehensive, let's see what is going to come up to. But by the last rains, they were 90% gone, and the Deltans were really happy for it.
Aside from the structural benefit to the state, there's also the investment benefits. Methinks the governor talking about attracting foreign investors, is how much of that is playing a role in this endeavor? It's going to change the whole look of the area as well.
Yes, that's where we're really, really concerned. And remember, in 2015, the state government set up the Capital Territory Development Agency, and recently the Warri Uwe came on board. With that, the state is already taking a new look because the state government is going now beyond, okay, we're controlling the naturals that have tried to affect us. Now we're moving into investment because you have to put your house in order to be able to say, come partner with me. When you have an environment that flood is a dread and you cannot move around, of course, it wouldn't be bold to say, to go out to look for investors. But with what we have now, the city is turning very beautiful, the flood control and the cleanliness, what we have always been known for, returning to our original clean people. Deltans are clean people and clean cities, and warm people. Security situation is improved greatly. We are good to go, and I'm sure you know that recently the state governor, Senator Dr. Fanyo Kowa, was also out to different places, China and all that, trying to see how much investment and interactions could come from other places.
Well, we wish him the best, and we wish you the best in this endeavor. It will be a good Christmas present for the people of Delta State.
Yes, they're already having it. They're already having it.
All right, thank you so much. That's the Director General of the Delta Capital Territory Development Agency, Oyemachi Rapwa. Thank you for coming on News Across Nigeria. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the state government encourages encourages the government to allow private sector to be more involved in businesses. Please stay with us.